There's a vast topographical diversity, from altitudes below sea level to mountains of 3,000 meters, resulting in a varied climate. On the edge of the Sahara, in southwestern Morocco, the Anti-Atlas Mountains receive less than 5.2 inches of rainfall a year, barely 10% of the global average, which makes this one of the driest places in Morocco and is prone to severe droughts. In this region, 60% of people do not have running water in their homes, and the water may not be safe for drinking. The lack of water and severe droughts have made farming unpredictable. As a result, men are forced to search for work in the cities, whilst women remain in the villages and walk 3 miles a day to wells to access safe drinking water. Unfortunately, these wells are now drying up because groundwater levels are plummeting. Currently, around 40% of the world's population faces water shortages. That includes some 2 billion without safe drinking water, despite the fact the planet is covered by 70% water bodies, and 2/3 of this is unavailable for us to access because it is tucked away in frozen glaciers. However,
hey guys, welcome to the channel again. It's Zimberry here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your views, and let me know what you think. Guys, obviously, as you can tell from the concept of this video is a man who is from one of the Arab countries in a part in Africa. Now, as you all know, the Sahara Desert is a desert that is synonymous with African countries, like the northern part of Africa. Now, guys, why this video is very important was this guy, he, based on where he's from, discovered a technology that would enable his people to get fresh drinking water just from the cloud. Guys, how impossible is that? Like, think about it. Someone who lives in the Sahara Desert, as you know, Sahara Desert is one of the most remote place ever to ever live. Now, imagine being in a position to sort of coming up with an idea where you could harness water from the cloud. Guys, now, guess what I think that sort of bring in my head? It's like the due Jesus Christ gave to the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. Guys, sit with me, watch this video, and let's just think about the beauty, how important it is when you go a different place, why you need to always learn something, because you never know what you learn might be an impact to the people or your society.
a new innovative technology is turning water scarcity around, and it's bringing safe drinking water to the Sahara region in southwest Morocco. In this video, we will show you how water abundance is being created in the desert using the largest water capturing system of its kind to provide safe drinking water to hundreds of thousands of people in 16 remote villages, and how they have managed to irrigate agricultural fields, turning desertified land back into a farmland oasis. So stick with us as we dive into today's video.
Now, guys, what is the most important thing in this video? To me, the most important thing in this video is that it shows how one man can actually infect our livelihood, we as a people. It shows how one man's knowledge, how one man thinks, how one man conceives stuff, how he perceives stuff, can actually change our life as a civilization, basically. Now, because you can see from this video, just this guy, one knowledge he has. Now, he used that knowledge to enrich his people to the extent that they could have a drinkable water in their surrounding, in their desert area where they live on top of the mountains. Guys, they live in the Sahara Desert. Listen, there's nothing you can get as worse than living in Sahara Desert. Imagine living in Iceland. Imagine living in the Arctic, right? You know, right? There are streams. It's a wet condition area. You go, listen, you can even make food from there. Now, when you're talking about the Sahara, it's a dead zone, guys. It's a no. Nothing you can get from the Sahara that can even sustain you as a human. Now, just imagine, think about it for a second. This guy was able, guys, he was able to come up with a technology that could enhance, enrich the life of his people. Come on, man. He's a legend, guys. I tell you that.
Southwestern Morocco is a hotspot for endemic biodiversity due to its unique climate. This region naturally borders the Atlantic Ocean, which brings a cold front of wind and fog. However, since this area is in the transitional zone of the Sahara Desert, it gets extremely dry and arid in the summer, and over the last decades has seen a reduction in rainfall. This zone has disputed borders which were established by the European colonizers in the 19th century. The people who live in this region were mostly nomadic tribes who used the vast expanse of the Western Sahara for agricultural and trade purposes. Often, there is a misconception that deserts are uninhabitable places. However, living beings have been surviving and thriving within these environments for millennia. The desert can also expand and contract for different reasons. Human management around its transitional zones are a contributing factor. The nomadic tribes were able to make the desert into a hospitable place by managing the land in a holistic way. Their nomadic territory was split apart. This in turn meant a rapid decrease in agricultural production. What followed was an extended dry period that exacerbated the process of desertification. The presence of soldiers, armed automatic weapons, and automobiles also destroyed the local fauna over the course of the 20th century. And by the 1980s, the nomadic culture greatly declined due to forced settlement and urbanization. Big irrigation projects were installed, which led to salination of the soil, creating desertification in the long run. However, thanks to Assia Derhem, fertility in the Western Sahara is being restored. Assia Derhem is a mathematician and businessman whose parents were originally from Mount Boutmesguida in the Anti-Atlas Mountains near the coastal town of Sidi Ifni, where slopes are covered in mist for an average of 130 days a year. Despite the lack of rain, Assia Derhem knew that he could create water from fog. Whilst living in Canada in the 1980s, he learned about fog collection in Chile's Atacama Desert, one of the first projects in the world to collect water from nets. He knew then he could recreate something similar on Mount Boutmesguida. However, it would have to be using slightly new technology that could withstand the strong winds of 100 kilometers per hour that come off the Atlantic Oceans. So he collaborated with the German Water Foundation, known as Wasserstiftung, and created a new innovative technology known as Aqualonis, which is a system of water collection fog nets with rubber expanders to reduce the impact of wind forces of up to 120 kilometers per hour. And they have flexible trails which follow the movement of the net in the wind. They also have a Spacia 3D knitted fabric, which has a larger surface area for producing higher water yields compared to flat woven mesh fabrics. Over the last 10 years, the project has been expanding, and now 15 Aqualonis systems have been installed, which makes this project the world's largest collector park with 1,682 square meters of mesh space. And now 16 villages and a school in the valleys around the Aqualonis site have been provided with drinking water. Around 1,600 inhabitants will have a water supply of up to 18 litres per day, as opposed to 8 litres in the past. And as a result, the girls in the villages no longer have to fetch fresh water from the wells, and they can spend more time focusing on their studies. People can also grow modest amounts of fruit and vegetables. And due to the improvement of the water situation, new income opportunities have arisen. Some men are returning to their villages. There is a possibility this project may be expanded onto the coast, where there is 3 times as much fog compared to Mount Boutmesguida. So it's an option that's definitely worth exploring, and for other countries who have similar climates across the world. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Guys, again, just to think about it, like, what is it like in the mindset of the government to finally have the number one problem they suffer uplifting in their head, in their society? Again, you never know, guys. We might be heading to a possibility whereby Sahara Desert, coming a lifetime, might be a green oasis. You just never know. Like, we are heading to one of the times in the life of we humans where we have been more developed, more advanced than we've ever been. That the Sahara Desert, as you know it, guys, soon will be a thing of a past. Guys, once again, I want to say thank you all for obviously supporting my channel, watching my video, whatever you do, guys. Please share this video with your loved ones, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icon so when next I upload a video, you might get the idea, you might get the concept. Guys, once again, thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Share this video with your loved one. Listen, what's the worst that can happen? Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, them ones that never like you, them ones that like you, share my video with them. Peace out, guys. Cheers.